Hey gang, Joshua Bacarella here with your Lake St. Clair Fishing Report, brought to you by Sportsmen's Direct. It is Thursday, December 8th, and we are just in a kind of wait mode right now. At least I'm in a wait mode right now. Water temperature is 38 degrees. Forecast for the foreseeable future is highs right around 40 and lows right around freezing, which is not good enough for anything. Really. It's not good enough to make ice. It's not warm enough to make it real comfortable fishing outside or especially in a boat. But it's definitely not making ice down here. So, but the good news is it's at 38. It's at like 36 up in Saginaw Bay, and everything is ready to freeze. Whether it's, you know, the big lake or whether it's the small inland lakes, everything is ready to go. We just need a shot of cold air, just a couple of cold nights to lock things up, and but we're waiting. So extended forecast, looking at it, it's about the same. I mean, they've got it getting a little bit colder, ice making cold, like a week before Christmas, like right around the 16th or so. But we'll see. You know, those are so far out. It could get colder, it could get warmer. Who the heck knows? It's Southeast Michigan, so we're just going to have to be patient, which I'm really not in the mood to be patient right now about anything, but it is what it is. Some of you guys are taking advantage of the open water still this time of the year out there on St. Clair. I know Don Murray's been out there, still just him and a bunch of guys have just been hammering the walleyes down on that south end, down by the yacht club in that area down there, just kind of, I mean, more or less fishing water clarity, I guess, but they've been catching fish really consistent down there. Super nice fish, not enormous fish, but just really fat fall walleyes. And, you know, I know Mike Martin Outdoors up on Saginaw Bay, I've been watching him too, and they're doing the exact same thing up there on Saginaw Bay. Just some beautiful, beautiful fall fish. So if you are willing to go out into these temperatures and your boat's not put up yet, even though most of the docks are pulled out, you know, you can put a pair of rubber boots on, launch your boat, and go out there and pull bandits and just catch gorgeous fish, whether it's up there on Saginaw Bay or down here on Lake St. Clair, or whether you're jigging or whatnot. I mean, there's plenty of walleyes, and they are definitely hungry right now. I even heard there's another charter captain. I saw him on Captain Quintano's Facebook page, trying to remember the name. Got to take a quick look at my notes here, which I never ever do, but I'm just not familiar with this guy. Scaled Up Sport Fishing. So if he's good enough for Jason Quintano to post on his Facebook page, I guess he's good enough for me to give a shout out. I guess he's doing charters out there for these fall walleyes right now, and I'm sure you can find him on Facebook. If not, give me a shout and I'll try to dig up more information on him. But so there are a few charter captains that are still going out at this time of the year, and I mean, why not? I mean, the fishing's just phenomenal. Some shore action going on. That musky bite down there on the spillway is going again. You guys know I follow Mike Coleman. He's one of the shore guys down there. He casts all the time. He's gotten some really nice fish here in the last few days, and the thing I'd be keeping an eye on that spillway right now is I would really start to watch for the perch, because this is when they do show up every year. It's usually like this first week of December going into the second week of December, even going back to that year back in 2011, 2012 when we didn't get any ice at all, which was the year that we opened that little store down on our first store by Crocker there, right by the spillway, and it just loaded that year with perch, and we had a relatively warm, you know, it was actually warmer than this that year. We were in the 50s, but point is, that December perch bite is going to happen down there by Crocker for sure. And since I'm talking about Crocker, I'm going to bring this up. I was going to say it at the very end, but so you guys know I've been following what's going on with that darn boat launch down there at Clinton River Cutoff. Now the DNR is saying that it's not going to be ready until mid-May of next year, which is just outrageous. Honestly, guys, this is just, it's absolutely outrageous. We've been following along with that darn boat launch all year. Okay, they drug their feet on it all year, and then they started working on it this fall in earnest. And all the way up until last week, they were telling us they were on schedule for the darn thing, and now they're saying mid-May. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Absolutely unacceptable. I don't know what we can do about it. Probably nothing. But they're pulling out every excuse now from everything I've heard as to why they can't get the darn thing done. And I'm sure they're going to pull the same garbage in the spring, come up with more excuses like the frost isn't out of the ground and they can't drive trucks and all this other garbage that they come up with. I don't get it. So I'm losing it here a little bit, but it's really frustrating because now we're going to lose, if they don't get any asphalt down in there, we're going to lose the ice access out of Crocker now too. So no boat launch all summer, and now no ice access this winter too. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, that's my rant. So I'm going to try to get some information on our Facebook page. So if you guys want to write nasty grams to the powers to be, I'll try to get info for you to where you can send your emails and your complaints, maybe even some phone numbers if I can dredge them up, because maybe we just need to make people feel really uncomfortable. Maybe that's how you have to get stuff done. But anyways, enough of my rant. So back to fishing. As my cameraman laughs hysterically in the background because my ears are probably turning red. Are my ears red? They probably are, because usually when I get really ticked off, my ears turn red. Anyways, panfish bite behind the store at Selfridge. That's been going pretty good too. It's been kind of on and off, but when the fish are on, they're really getting some nice gills and sunnies back there, and some really nice crappies too on occasion when those pods of fish do move in. I talked about perch down there at the spillway before I went off on my rant, but I'd be starting to look for perch in a lot of different places, guys. And don't forget these fall walleyes. Even though the guys are catching them in their boats, that fall walleye bite will go right until ice up. And any of these spots along the shoreline where you can fish, at the end of South River Road, Harley Ensign down there, the mouth of the spillway, possibly up in the spillway, even down below the dam sometimes. Those fish will push up in there, and you can catch fish all the way up and down the spillway. It's usually a night bite, but Brandenburg's another one that you can check out and fish. Pretty much anywhere where you can get along shore and you have anywhere from like maybe 3 feet of water is all you really need this time of the year. A couple of feet of water, throw those shallow bombers and stuff, or Rapalas in the at night down there, and you just might tag maybe one of those wall mounter walleyes that we get in the fall. So it's definitely worthwhile to do that and go out and give it a shot. Trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to bring up this week. I don't think there is. I got the spillway rant in there, or the spillway Clinton River cutoff rant, so I didn't want to forget that. That's really about it. We're just in a wait and see mode, guys, and there's more and more tackle coming into the store. A lot more bead spoons coming into stock. I'm trying to get all those limited edition tungstens finished up and put up in the store and online. So be watching that stuff on the website in the next day or two. There's going to be a lot more stuff both in the store and online. So if you're waiting for that stuff, just start checking it out or put it in your wish list on the website, and then as soon as it does come into inventory, you'll get an email notifying you when it's available. So with all that said, probably not going to give another report here until we get some sort of a weather change. So hopefully we can start making some ice here in the next 10 days, and then I'll be able to go out and you guys can watch me poke around with the Speedy Spud like I do every year. So with all that, we'll see you in the store this coming weekend. Hey, if you like this video content and you want to get updated as soon as the next video is out there, hit that subscribe button and a little bell icon and you'll get notified as soon as the next video is up.